Welcome everybody to our third OVE unboxing. I'm here once again with my man as always, Draven the Sledgehammer.
Yes, sir. Got some good stuff to open today.
We've always got some good stuff.
We do.
Yeah, now that I'm got some rest this morning after that rough weekend.
Oh,
Rough
yeah.
in a good way, but
Yes, it was. It was 3 great days of wrestling.
yeah, it's awesome, dude. It was a good week. I always set my bar too high, but man, the way that crowd was into it is awesome.
Yeah, I set it kind of to medium because the past few years I've been let down with Mania, and they blew by my expectations for sure.
Yeah,
but we'll save
this
that.
Is definitely, I think the what's that?
I said, but we'll talk more about that in a future video.
Yes, we will, sir. You ready to get this next one underway?
Yes.
So you want to take the lead, or you want me to start off?
Let me start off. I've got 3 packages today. So I've got one that I completely forgot what it even is. So
that's good.
Yeah. So
I like when you get some of the surprise too.
Yeah. So this first one, I completely forgot what I got. So let me slice it open. So this time I'll open 2 of them. And then I'll save my big one for last because it's got a few pieces I'm super excited about.
Awesome.
So let's see what we got here. Okay. All right, I remember now. We have got Finn Balor, the Demon, with chainsaw and hat.
Oh, that's outstanding.
Yes, I completely forgot that I ordered this one.
I like that one.
Yeah, man. This one's pretty awesome. I seen it and I was like, yeah, I gotta have that. I honestly don't remember what I paid for it, but whatever it was,
where'd it come from?
One of the online Facebook pages I belong to, the Era. Okay. They have a Saturday and Sunday auction, and I ordered this probably like a month ago and completely forgot about it. Had it ready to go, so it's in great shape. Paint's in good shape. Jacket's in great shape. So it came with the chainsaw and the top hat, and I'm like, oh, I gotta have that. So yeah, that's awesome. Now this one, buddy, this one is.
Hold on, let me roll the sleeves up just in case I gotta start swinging.
Yeah, this one is going to test our friendship for sure.
At least you gave me a warning about it.
Yes. So let me get this one started open, and then I'll tell the story on this one. So.
Oh, I enjoy story time.
Yes. So with the story, I'll probably give it away before I pull it out of the box. But on 3/16 day, I follow Golden Ring Collectibles. Golden Ring Collectibles had some specials on 3/16, and this was one of the daily specials for a whopping $25. Stone Cold Steve Austin, baby. Yeah, so this here is the Ultimate Edition. I don't know if it's got a edition number. I do not see one, but it is, the box is in fantastic shape. It has got numerous hands in it. So it's got the pointer finger. It's got the fist.
Gotta have a middle finger. Are they not allowed to?
No, there's no middle finger, so I'm a little disappointed about that.
Just a lighter and some bending of the plastic. You can get
like we'll make it work. But Stone Cold's got his gold chain. It's got the
which belt is that?
It's the big blue belt. Yeah, it doesn't have his Stone Cold belt.
That's what I was gonna base the fight on. If it would have had the Stone Cold belt, we would that one. All right, okay, we're still good.
Right, which I've never seen that one, so that one would be awesome as hell to have. So this comes with a Stone Cold vest, Stone Cold shirt, and it's got the Smoking Skull hat. So
Awesome.
yeah, I thought this was a great deal. $25 ship.
Yeah, for sure.
I was like, God, this is like $30 at Walmart or Target, wherever you find them. So I was like, that's a hell of a deal. So yeah, happy 316 to me.
That's awesome, dude. Good celebration.
Yep.
The way you were talking, I thought it was going to be Lita, and I was getting ready to drive to your house just in case. But we're good. We're still good.
Yes, we're good. So I know Stone Cold's one of your guys, but
Yeah,
I haven't found a Lita figure that I was like, oh, I have to have that one yet. Her and Trish Stratus are two figures that I have to add to my collection yet, but I haven't found the right figure that I'm like, yes, that's the one for my collection, because there's a lot of people that I like that I just buy a lot of. So Chris Jericho, Dean Ambrose, Bret Hart, I just buy the figure. Whereas certain people, I only want one or two figures. So like Stone Cold, I have the big figure and then I have this one. Whereas like Lita and Trish, I'll probably only have one of each of them in my collection. I just haven't found like that perfect figure that does them justice.
Fair enough. Just don't leave it out in the open next time I'm at your house.
You have to put that one in the
Better
glass
lockbox that thing. Get away from the train.
Yeah.
That's honestly one thing I look for too. I have a bunch of her Stone Cold and Lita back at my mom's house in my old room, and then I need to go get all that stuff because I'm pretty sure it's probably just sitting there collecting dust at this point.
Yeah, dude, we could just do a video on that, like rediscovering Bobby's childhood collection or something like that.
There's one that's cool. Awesome. I got the Stone Cold and Lita ones, but they all came in sets of 4, and they were all each had their own little corner of the ring.
Yeah.
So it was like a little plastic diorama with them doing like a pose or whatever.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool, dude. I like ones like that aren't like just figures that not necessarily come with something, but it's something different.
Right. Yeah.
Absolutely. I like that piece. I am kind of jealous of that Stone Cold piece.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially at the price point that I got it for, $25.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
When you said $25, my heart started pumping. I'm like, oh, we might really be fighting on this one. Alrighty. Let's get this one going. That's my hard to do. Been rocking these AJ gloves since last night, man. At least get one of them off there.
Yeah, I was so disappointed that he took the L, but
yeah, we'll definitely discuss this later in another video. But I was not a big fan of the Damian Priest spot on that.
No, but we've seen that coming a mile away.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Yo, Kevin Nash with the big rig on it.
Yep.
That is slick.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that it has like his name, but it's still referencing like an old character.
Yep.
Yo.
Yes.
That is sick.
It is.
That's
awesome.
Sick. Especially with Penna doing the dark Penna lately. Like that entrance he had with that dude. I already was a huge fan of that guy, and then he did that, and I'm like, yo, that's where it's at.
Yeah. I gotta say, like AEW wise, Penta and probably Andrade are my favorite 2 entrances.
Yeah, because that Andrade, I don't know if he's doing, but isn't that reference to Blast Off from Batman, or is that something completely different?
I have no idea.
Because I know there was the character in there, was the Blast or whatever, and looked just like when Andrade comes out, same match. You never know if it was like something with heritage or whatever.
Right? Yeah.
Ooh, I see gold. What do we got here? I see a crown. Oh, that is dope too.
Yep.
The old like vintage frame looking one.
Yep.
That's pretty dope, man. I can see a Bobby Blaze shirt like this in the future of my face.
Yes.
Start selling the pro wrestling tees.
Yeah.
I had actually was on their website just goofing around the other day, and you can open up a shop on their website.
Mm-hmm.
So like theoretically, that's how a lot of I guess the indie guys get theirs. And I was like, I wonder how much.
Well, yeah.
I don't even want to make money off it. I just want to be able to say I sold a Bobby Blaze shirt on Pro Wrestling Tees.
Right.
I could die a happy man.
Well,
just one.
Yeah, whenever we met Matt Cardona at the Hudson show, that's where I asked him. I was like, dude, like, he didn't have the Macho King or the crap, I forget what the hell it says now, the Deathmatch King shirt in my size. So I asked him, I'm like, where can I get it? And he's like, oh, just go to Pro Wrestling Tees. And he was the one that said, like, yeah, you just register and like wrestlers can sell their stuff on there. So, oh, that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's real good. I like the setup they got. It's real good for a lot of guys. I saw all over their page now. They're advertising like their Cody stuff on sale because they get it before it's gone.
Yeah.
And I was like,
yeah, because
I don't know how it's gonna work because with being the same likeness, the same outfit, the same song, like, are they not gonna be able to sell the shirts they made already?
Yeah, that's the tricky
new ones, but
that's the tricky part because of licensing with WWE. However, me being a big Bret Hart fan, I know that I can go to WWE, I can find certain Bret Hart shirts, but those certain Bret Hart shirts aren't on Pro Wrestling Tees and vice versa. So it's like however the licensing goes. So like if you order from WWE, there's obviously going to be a WWE tag in the collar of it.
Yeah. I actually like the fit of the Pro Wrestling Tees better too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like when you get a new WWE shirt, it almost feels like, I know it takes time like to get it washed and stuff, but like it feels a lot stiffer.
Yeah.
And it just feels like a sheet. Like these actually feel like, not this one because it's a WWE shirt.
But. Right. But yeah, like I totally get what you get. Like whenever I order the Pro Wrestling Tees, I always go for the soft shirt and they feel so amazing.
So good, dude. Almost as good as those old OVE shirts, the like almost like silk ones, like polyester.
Yes.
I wear those things. Those things are all nice.
Yes, I love those soft shell shirts. They're so nice.
What is this? What does it say? Kick ass? I can't read that. One of these days I'm gonna get a good pair, man. I swear. Oh, that's dope.
Yes.
Kick ass, they bubble gums. I wonder, do they really work? Do you see the evil when you put them on?
I don't know. I never put them on. I just seen them and explained to my wife.
I can't either because I can't get the plastic off. Oh, there we go.
Because whenever we opened our box, my wife asked me what it was in reference to, and I told her a Roddy Piper movie because she had no idea.
This guy is weird. It's pretty cool though. It's almost got like a blue tint to it. But that could also be the screen behind me just changing in. All right. I can dig it. We got another time. Chris Candido Micro Brawler.
Yep.
That's definitely dope, dude. I really like these Micro Brawlers.
Oh yeah, they're awesome. I like the Micro Brawlers because there's so many figures or wrestlers that they don't have figures of that I want. Or there was only like limited figures. So like Adam Bomb's only got like 3 figures out and they're all crazy expensive. So like I'd have to drop like $150 for like a classic Adam Bomb figure, whereas I picked up his Micro Brawler for $10. So I'm like, hell, that's awesome.
I wish I would have got on that deal. The Pro Wrestling Tees when it came out with their Scott Hall one, like special edition or whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, man. So I know I have a Scott Hall one, but it's not obviously that one. But
yeah.
Guess we can't have everything.
No.
Is that Honky?
That's Honky.
That's awesome.
Yep. So far out of all these boxes, I think my favorite pieces, honestly, have been the pins and stickers.
Yeah.
Like I love
I'm a big fan of those.
But like every month, the pin and the stickers, like something that like I'm like, I'm gonna put that on something. I'm gonna put that on something.
Yeah. It's cool too because it's something different. You know, like we were talking about, like it's not just a normal action figure, whether it's vintage or not, it's something different, you know.
Right.
And I know everybody makes pin, but I like getting these like Pro Wrestling Tees exclusive ones because you know it's more of a commodity than you just go on Amazon or whatever it is.
Right, and pick up some piece of trash that doesn't look anything like Honky.
I mean, we all know a Honky trash, but we're not going to talk about that now.
Yeah, facts.
Ooh, another comic book.
Yep.
The Highway to Hell, Rob Van Dam. That's awesome. I don't think I've gotten one of his yet. There's been quite a few of these comic books, too, that have come through.
Yeah. I'm trying to think if that's the comic we got. I'll have to look. I can't.
I was just saying, do you remember? Has it been the same stuff again so far?
Everything's been the same except maybe the comic book. I want to say that mine was different, but everything else is.
Yeah, I think the only other thing we had was that DVD from the first one, right? Everything else has been the same.
Yeah, the very first box that we did together, the DVDs were different, and I think this time I'll have to double check after the video, but I think everything's the same except for. Well, I know everything's the same except maybe the comic.
Awesome. So, do you want to do yours, or do you want me to do my picture first?
I want to do mine, and then we'll go to your picture.
Awesome.
So, here are two amazing pieces that 7-year-old Draven is absolutely geeking about. So, first we have the Retro Series, Mr. T.
Outstanding.
Yes, so I got both these next figures from the same guy. He gave me an amazing deal on them. I actually logged on the day to get these from Mattel Creations, and I did not want to buy the whole set. I only wanted Mr. T. So I was like, I'll wait. They came out, and they were like anywhere from like $50 to $80 a piece. Dude gave me a deal on this. I think it was $25 shipped.
Oh, nice, dude. You're catching some sweet deals.
Absolutely. Like the era is like anyone that watches this, go on the Facebook page, find the era. I mean, every week I got something sweet coming. Now, I'm
glad we actually got to meet a couple of those guys at that AIW show a few weeks ago. Seems like some cool dudes.
Yeah. So now this here's the gem piece. So here's one
right.
Yes. So I've already got a spot on my shelf. Second shelf down, right there, you see a big opening for this bad boy. Yep.
I see it.
So we all had this figure as a kid, and now I have it as an adult in the box. I've already got it opened up, but I've got Sting, the Galoob figure.
Out fucking standing, man.
I think
that's probably my favorite one of all the little wrestling figures I have. That's probably my favorite one.
I probably had 4 or 5 of this figure alone as a kid. So this and Mr. T, I think I paid $80 shipped for him. So
that's awesome, dude. I mean, that's a solid fucking piece.
It is. And like you get on eBay, you're going to spend at least $150, $200. The card's going to be messed up. The only thing with this one is the bubbles come loose at the top. So I just got to get the right protective case for it to hold it in place. But I mean, for what I spent $80 on those two figures, just absolutely outstanding. So, I mean, the card's in great shape. It's, got a few dings here and there, but
I mean, still, man.
For what it is, I mean, this here's a 32-year-old figure. I think it was 90 or 91.
Yeah, it might have some wear and tear, but given how long it's been, like that's in real good shape.
Yeah, so it is. It's trademarked for 1990. So this piece is 32 years old.
Wow.
So it's in better shape than most 30-year-old people I know.
See this? That's including me. Wish I was 30. So what is your thoughts on the Galoob figures versus like the WWE, like the LJN ones, as far as not collecting, but the usability? Because you know how like all the WWE ones or WWE at the time had like the arm that pulled back or something.
Okay, yeah. So that
and all the WCW ones were just solid.
So my liking as far as visually, I liked the Hasbro's a little bit better than the Galoob, and also better than the LJN because the LJN didn't do a very good job with the features. Now, as far as like playing with them as a kid, Galoob was, I mean, you could play with these figures, and they didn't necessarily lose paint very easy. Whereas Hasbro, you do a Royal Rumble where you put them on the ring and shake it. Last one left wins. You were losing paint. So I'd say as far as like being able to play with them, it would be Galoob. then I'd put LJN, then Hasbro. Whereas now, like dollar value wise, we're looking at like LJN, Hasbro, and Galoob. I mean, you can get that stuff relatively cheap. But yeah, unless you get like the UK Galoob ones where you actually had like Elegante, Big Josh, Dustin Rhodes, those guys are a few $100 a piece. Like there's a there's a UK Brian Pillman where he's wearing blue tights and blue knee pads, and even like jacked up, like hot mess jacked up, you're gonna drop more than I spent on that Sting figure still in the package.
Wow, dude.
Like $100 for a Pillman missing fingers.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It is.
That's how you know what that man meant to this industry too.
Exactly. So those are my pieces for today, but hands down, no question, my favorite piece is the Sting piece, just because I've got two other pieces of Sting still in the box. I've got 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be my 7th Sting figure, and I mean this reminds me of being a kid going to Mark's or Toys R Us or wherever and just finding it for like $4 and oh yes, I got another Sting figure.
Right. But you can't go wrong. You can't have too many Sting figures.
Oh, never, ever.
He's one of the few. I'm like, I don't care how many I have. If there's another one, I might be interested.
Right. Yeah.
All righty. Let's see how this goes.
Yes, time for the banger.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
El Buddy Murphy. Excellent. Same one you got?
Yep, same one I got. And my wife is a huge Buddy Murphy / Buddy Matthews fan. So this time she's like, you open the box, maybe we'll find something better this time. Because so far out of the boxes we've got, she hasn't gotten anything like of her favorite guys. This was her first piece that she got that was one of her favorite guys. So she was just super thrilled with it. So every box has been great, but like this box was the first time that like we opened it and it was like she likes Buddy, she likes Darby, she likes Damian Priest. Those are like 3 of her 4 favorite guys. So when I showed her this, she was super geeked that that was this one's autograph.
That's awesome, dude. That's cool. Good, she can get some enjoyment out of it too.
Right, yeah, because so far I'm the one taking everything. So
yeah, extending time is always.
Yes,
2022 has been off to a good spot. We've 3 months in and we've had 3 videos. We're keeping on track.
Yes, we are. We're gonna be ready for
I was more worried about myself flaking out, but I mean, it's hard not to want to do these. Like I have fun doing these.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I love just being able to like it's genuinely like Christmas because I told you I ordered that one literally when we did the box last month. I ordered that Finn Balor figure and the box came and I'm like, damn, what was it? And instead of like going online to figure it out, I was like, oh, I'll just wait. I didn't try to give it too much thought. And then I sat up here and I'm like, you know what? I have no idea what's in this box. So it was awesome. Like Christmas, like opening it up and going, oh,
that was a good one to get surprised by too.
Right, yeah.
I really like that, man. Like I said, those ones, I know they did, I think they did a bunch of He-Man ones and like when they do kind of like those crossover where it's like wrestlers is like horror villains or He-Man or stuff like that.
Yeah, the Master of the Universe. Also like the Ghostbuster ones. I almost bought Haywood's Ghostbuster collection. And I mean, it was a good price that he had it up for, but I'm like, man, I just bought all this other stuff. I'm gonna have to pass. But that's another one that like it's on my list. Like I'll possibly end up buying the whole set because I think it was like John Cena, The Undertaker, The Rock. I can't remember who else was all in it, and they were dressed up as the Ghostbusters.
Awesome. One last question before we. Oh, get down to the last 2 minutes. I thought we avoided that the whole time.
Almost got lucky. Almost.
All right. Tonight, Raw after Mania. Obviously, we'll discuss this after in a later video, but what do you think is going to be the big thing tonight?
I think there's going to be two pieces. I think Braun Breaker's going to be on Raw, and I think Veer is finally going to have his debut. Those are the yes. I think those are the two like give-ins. So I think Braun Breaker ends up on Raw. I just feel like it just fits.
Yeah, he definitely seems like a Raw guy.
Yeah, so I think those are the two, but I'm like super excited for like what other pieces have been like laid up to happen, and we didn't like necessarily like see it coming.
Yeah, I with the whole Cody thing on Saturday, I psyched myself out of it because I was 100% convinced, or like 95% convinced it wasn't going to be him. I honestly and genuinely didn't think he was going to go back. So I'm like, who's it going to be? I tricked myself into thinking it was the Fiend. Had the Fiend shirt on, sounded like I was ready to rock.
Yep.
And like it started, and then the lights went black. I stood up, I was getting ready. And like, don't get me wrong, I still got excited for Cody, but their little piece of me was like, don't fool yourself.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure that's a lost cause at this point too, but I'm still man.
That would have been absolutely ideal for it to be the Fiend. So I actually kind of psyched myself up thinking that it was going to be Shane McMahon, is who I mentally like prepared myself for, as far as like, okay, it's going to be Shane McMahon. It'll be a great match, but ultimately I don't want to leave myself disappointed. I was excited to see Cody come back. I know there's probably some stuff there with, AEW, but like, I don't want to assume whatever. He made his decision, and I just hope they do Cody better this time, and they let him be successful. They don't have him doing the Stardust thing or jobbing him out, that type thing.
Although I didn't even notice it until I saw highlights of that match. That right before he did the bionic elbow, he did a little Stardust pose or something like that. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, at least he's not just pretending that it didn't happen.
Exactly. So he played to it, and then like I think out of everything, WrestleMania overall was probably one of the best that we've had, and I'd say easy 10 years, but absolutely for sure the past 5 years. It blew anything out of the past 5 years out of the water.
And by far the best two-night one so far.
Yes, absolutely.
There were other matches that were way better, but like as a whole.
Yes.
Like the other ones, like obviously you can't, this AJ Styles and Undertaker, like nothing on this card, I don't think, touched that match.
No, not at all. Not at all.
But as an overall pay-per-view,
yes.
I still can't get over the fact that Wee Man scooped up Sami Zayn.
Right.
I've watched the clip of that video 100 times a day, and I'm like, I still can't.
Right. Like I'm a grown-ass man and couldn't do that.
Kid. Yeah. Well, I think they said Wee Man, or it was like 105 pounds. And Sammy's like 2-something.
Yeah.
Like, he legitly lifted. That'd be like me lifting like a 450-pound dude.
Right, exactly. It's crazy.
And we both know that's not happening. But that match, we'll get into that in a later video.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a good ass show this weekend, man.
Yeah, it was. It was great. I'm riding high for a good Raw tonight, and I mean, SmackDown was decent and kind of set up like, all right, this is, come on, like we need a good Mania. We need a good one. Yeah. Saturday night was great, and I thought there's no way they're topping it. And I mean, I won't say that second night topped it, but it was right on par with it.
Yeah. Lashley got the big one on almost. That was my other main criteria for WrestleMania. If he would have lost, I probably would have hated the whole show.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Because it's like there's certain people you can't job out like that. And I think overall, there was only two things that really bothered me. One was I felt the New Day match was actually like a squash match. I just felt like
that one went quick.
It was quick. I just
surprised.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that one. I'm like, how do you have one of your best tag teams like ever get squashed like that? And then the other one was
the Big E clothes.
Exactly. I'm like, they're paying tribute to him. Like, how you guys going to do that? The other one, we'll go in more detail in our WrestleMania recap video. But I felt like Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins was a little bit choreographed.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like it was all about spots. It just like I guess I found myself easily bored with the match. It was still a great match, but I was kind of like, okay, come on, let's end it.
Yeah, I got to the point like towards the end of that match because I rode the high of that entrance, like the crowd into it, like him coming out, like so I was geeked out. Like it wasn't a bad match by any means.
Oh no, not at all.
It wasn't like a spot fest, but you could tell that's each time what they were working to was just that next spot.
Right? Yeah.
At least he didn't walk into the match with like flame retardant stuff all over his back this time and kind of give away the ending. So.
Yes. But I did like where on night 2 when Vince McMahon's in the ring with Austin Theory and Austin Theory's music starts playing and he goes, and then he realizes, it's Austin Theory's. He goes, oh yeah, and then goes raise his hand, and then as soon as he did that, I'm like, man, Stone Cold's coming out. Stone Cold's coming out.
Thought it might have been the Undertaker.
Oh yeah.
But then as soon as Stone Cold came out, I was like, that makes way more sense.
Yeah.
I don't know how many of those people had both nights. So if somebody went to just night 2,
right,
didn't want to see Stone Cold, and I would have been pretty bummed out about that. So
oh yeah, absolutely.
But I was okay with that spot until McMahon went to take the stunner. Then I'm like, all right, like let's hope that's the last one.
Yeah, he McMahon took that stunner like a 75-year-old man. He did.
Yeah, that's what blew my mind. Like that's like WWE crowds when a McMahon's starting the match, throws a couple clotheslines, and they're you still got it. I'm like, no, he doesn't. Like,
right?
no.
Yeah. No.
I will say this though, for being in his 70s or whatever, that dude's.
Oh yeah, he's still jacked. Yeah, I mean, he'd still beat my ass.
Yeah, there's one of my buddies that had stopped over here that I hadn't seen in a while. He watches occasionally, you know, but not like us.
Yeah.
And obviously he knows who Vince McMahon is. But man, he was like, why is this old man getting in the ring? And he took that shirt off and saw that man's guns. He's like, never mind. I was like, yeah, I mean.
Answer his own question.
I was like, alrighty then.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, sir, fabulous time as always.
Yep.
Excited, looking forward to tomorrow. I'm excited to our recap video. And then I'm excited for all our other content we're going to be putting out.
Absolutely. It's going to be amazing.
It's going to be a start to a new beginning, my brother.
Damn straight. All right.
22, year of OVE.
Got that right.
If I can still do it. Remember that one? OVE. I was proud of that one.
I've got short fingers, so I can't do anything like that.
I have to use my other hand to bend them into the right spot, so wouldn't be very TV worthy.
Yeah.
All right, sir.
All right, brother.
Next one.
Absolutely.
All right.